Generation Z, the generation that started in 1997, the generation that has main character syndrome, the generation that has a fear of being average, and instead of working hard by working out, being sexually disciplined, and getting their finances up, this generation always finds the easy way out to be different from everyone else. And what do? They make a random ass terms to make themselves feel special. This generation will jerk off to the idea of making millions of dollars, but realize that's too much work, so they'll find other avenues to make themselves feel special. The main thing that this generation does to try to be different and unique in their minds is to make up a sexuality for everything known to mankind. I mean, my nigga, some of these sexualities I'm about to list to you are the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life, nigga. Let's get into it. First sexuality we will be discussing is alloromantic. What is alloromantic, you ask? Alloromantic is a person that expresses romantic attraction towards others, but people who are alloromantic desire romance without sex. This to me just sounds like you're asexual, but whatever floats your boat, my guy. You do you, I guess. Next up is allosexual. Allosexual is a person that feels sexual attraction towards others and may want to have sex with their partner. This is an umbrella term that refers to gays, lesbians, straights, or pansexuals. Now tell me this, what is the point of this sexuality when it refers to literally everybody? Every sexual identification literally leads to this. What is the point of having this sexuality? It makes no goddamn sense. Literally, people use the terms in the umbrella more than the umbrella term itself. So there's no point of having allosexual. That shit makes no goddamn sense. We're literally making up shit to be different. Next up, androsexual. When I heard this term for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, my nigga Androxus from Paladins getting some love, oh yeah. That nigga getting some love, I appreciate it. But oh God, was I wrong. Androsexual refers to people who are attracted to men, males, or perceived masculinity, whether they were assigned male at birth. Isn't that bisexual for extra step? Because literally a woman that identifies as asexual can just say I like masculinity, then they can say I'm androsexual. So that's literally just bisexuality for extra step. Next up is gynus. I'm sorry, these names are fucking stupid. Next up is gynasexual. A person that is gynasexual feels sexual attraction towards women, females, and perceived femininity, whether they were assigned female at birth. This is the opposite of androsexual. Once again, that's literally bisexuality for extra step, because literally, and identifies as bi, can't literally just say, oh, I like femininity, so they can just say, I'm gynasexual. That's, once again, that's just bisexuality for extra step. Don't worry, there's a lot more, we gotta keep going. Next up, very romantic. A person that is aromantic is a person that does not feel romantic attraction towards anyone. And to be honest with you, I'll give y'all that one. You know, this one actually makes some sense. I'll give credit where credit's due. I feel like this should be a term. Next up, asexual. Everyone should know what asexual is. I have no beef with this term. It makes sense why it exists. Asexual is also like an umbrella term as well. And here are some of the terms that fall under the asexual category. First term in the asexual umbrella is sex averse. There are people who are disinterested in sex. Sex favorable, a person who has positive feelings towards sex in some situations. Sex indifferent, this refers to people who feel neutral about sex. Sex repulsed, people who are repulsed by sex. Cupiosexual, Jesus Christ, my nigga. People who do not experience sexual attraction but still desire to indulge in sexual behavior. Libidorsexual, people who experience sexual feeling but just beat their meat or flick their bean to get rid of the desire. Gray sexual, oh my lord. People who experience sexual attraction infrequently. And gray romantic, people who experience romantic attraction very rarely. Some of these names are wild, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I can understand where they're coming from. I have empathy of why these terms exist, unlike these next two. Next up, the autoromantic. A person who experiences romantic attraction towards themselves. Oh my lord, this has narcissism written all over it, but it isn't as bad as the next one. Autosexual. People who are autosexual experience sexual attraction toward themselves. According to this man, woman, person, they, them, whatever the fuck they are, you think about yourself when you masturbate. And also, if you didn't know this already, people who identify as autosexual can marry themselves. And what do their weddings look like? Well... breaking down gender norms, aren't we? Next up, demisexual. Demisexual is a person who only feels sexual attraction towards a person whom they have already established a strong emotional bond with. I have personal experience with this one because I actually knew a person who identified as demisexual. And you know what demisexuals sound like? Virgins. I've heard so many virgins, especially adult virgins, say some shit like this. And the guy I knew was a virgin. So we might as well just call them virgins at this point. It's like, oh, I identify as demisexual. Oh, so you're a virgin? That's what this shit is right here. Next up, monosexual. Monosexual is an umbrella term for people who are attracted to one gender. Why the fuck does this exist if we already have terms like straight, gay, and lesbian? Nobody says, oh, I'm monosexual. Yo, shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. Hold on, we got another one. Multisexual. This is also an umbrella term for people who are attracted to multiple genders. My nigga, we already have bi and pansexual. What do we need this dumb shit for? Next up, polysexual. Polysexual are people who feel sexual or romantic attraction towards more than one gender. Polysexual, you mean polyamorous? I mean, at this point, we might as well just get rid of bisexual because it's too common nowadays. You gotta be multisexual or polysexual at this point. You know, we gotta spice things up like my wife wants me to do in the bedroom, but I'm not trying to get paid. Next up, we got omnisexual. Oh yeah, this gotta be about Ben 10. Yes, sir, my nigga. Accelerate, my nigga. Forearms, no, that's my nigga. Yes, sir, I'm omnisexual too. And why the fuck does omnisexual exist? Wayne Brady said he's pansexual, not omnisexual, my nigga. Alright, next we got scoliosexual. Multiple sclerosis, nigga. People who identify as scoliosexual only feel attraction towards people who are non-binary. Yo, Demi Lovato, how you doing? Yo, Green Orb, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm scoliosexual. So get this stupid shit out of my face, yo. Only non-binary people, what the hell? They see that you got they, them pronouns in your Instagram bio. Oh, they nothing real quick. Next up, we got spectrosexual. Spectrosexual are people who are attracted to multiple sex and gender identities. Nigga, that's literally what pansexual is. Nowadays, people are like, nah, you gotta be spectrosexual. You can't just be pan. No. You gotta use the new terms. Nah, Wayne Brady, you gotta use the new terms. Bro, get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit. And last but not least, we got sapiosexual. Sapiosexual is finding intelligence sexually attractive. I have not heard someone in my entire life say, I'm attracted to dumb niggas. I like dumb motherfuckers. I never heard someone say, I want to date a girl like Lindsay. Nobody says that shit. Everybody wants to have an intellectual conversation with their partner. But Gen Z is like, I want to be special. Man, I hate this generation. We're setting up this next generation to fail. We're setting up this next generation to make even more dumb terms that make no sense. Which apparently we're already in that. We're already in the next generation. You see, I thought we were still in Generation Z, but in reality, we're the generation that we're in right now is Generation Alpha. You see, Gen Alpha started in 2013 and will end in 2025. If people are saying Gen Z is fucked, then Gen Alpha is catastrophically fucked. Because this generation is already in middle school. In school, they tell you to be a leader and not a follower. But 99.9% of people become followers. So this next generation is going to do the same thing, make a random ass sexuality so they can be unique from everyone else. Because it's too hard to become a person of status and make up terms to be different and satisfy their ego. Gen Alpha is gonna make the worst sexualities because of Gen Z, like, oh, I'm milk sexual, I'm sushi sexual, I'm George sexual, I'm border sexual. I genuinely believe that virtual sexuality will become a thing one day, and when that day comes, I'm here for it. That's gonna be funny, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, now we're gonna rank each sexuality. First up, sapiosexual, attracted to intelligence. Like I said, no one wants to date a Lindsay or a Tyler, my nigga. Everyone wants to have an intellectual conversation. Makes no sense. Autosexual, only sexually attracted toward themselves. Yeah, I'm not trying to beat my meat to myself. Makes no sense. Scoliosexual, only attracted to non-binary people. They see they them pronouns, they busting up. They see Demi Lovato, they busting up. C2, allosexual, umbrella term for people who feel sexual attraction towards others. In terms that are under this umbrella, gay and lesbian. So people use gay and lesbian more than allosexual, so makes no sense. Asexual, no sexual attraction towards anybody. This one makes a lot of sense. S2, autoromantic, feel romantic attraction towards themselves. just like asexual, makes no sense. Demisexual only feel attraction towards someone they have an emotional bond with. Like I said earlier, the virgins. C2, monosexual, feel sexual or romantic attraction towards one gender, which is literally an umbrella term for straight, gay, and lesbian. So no one's gonna use monosexual. Makes no sense. Multisexual, people who are attracted to more than one gender. That's bisexual, my nigga. Makes no sense. Omnisexual, it's the same as pansexual. Wayne Brady said he was pansexual, not omnisexual. Makes no sense. Spectrosexual, romantically and sexually attracted towards multiple sexes, genders, and gender identities, but not all of them. So this is kind of like bisexual, but you can be attracted to women and transgender, but not men. Caesar, polysexual, attracted to more than one gender. That's literally bisexual. What is wrong with these people who make up these terms? Makes no sense. Alloromantic, people who feel romantic attraction towards others. I guess not sexual attraction, so I'm gonna put this at B tier. Androsexual, attracted to masculinity, whether they were assigned male at birth. So you could be attracted to Andrew Tate and the Brat at the same time, just because they're both masculine. B tier, gynosexual, attracted to femininity, whether they were assigned female at birth. So you could be attracted to just pearly things and Kevin Hart. B tier, here is the full list. Let me know what y'all think.
Yes, goofy, suck my dick. But he shot, matter of fact, working done, he get people to knock. So the cappy and rap, you ain't spinning this block. So my name in the truck, these bullets, they hot. How you gangsta and you tryna box? Get back for your man, say I caught him from shot. While you jacking my end, nigga, now my heart. Hop out your bro, let's flop. Get it clicking, catch 32 shots, no fence. That nigga a rat, yeah, I heard he was snitching. I feel like the Yankees, my bullets, they pitching.